2010s is a decade that has given way to an increasing emphasis on social activism. Examples of this include Occupy Wall Street, Black Lives Matter, Me Too, March for Our Lives, along with numerous other protest movements. And of course, the election of Donald Trump in 2016 was a further catalyst for protest. So despite this supposed increase in social awareness, many are still asking, where are the protest songs? Who is writing the soundtrack for these movements? The answer, a surprise some. The protest songs haven't gone anywhere. As always, the underground is a rich treasure trove of politically charged music. The modern evolution of folk, punk, and hip-hop continue to make considerable contributions to the canon of protest anthems. So just as a small sample of the music produced during this decade, we're now going to consider the top 10 protest songs of the 2010s. Number 10, Transgender Dysphoria Blues, Against Me. During the 21st century, the civil rights movement has evolved to include issues of sexual orientation and gender identity. The title track of Against Me 2014 album tackles the discrimination that those within the trans community face. The entire album deals with the issue of gender dysphoria. It's an appropriate subject in light of the coming out of the band's transgender frontwoman, Laura Jane Grace. The song and the entire album is the perfect soundtrack for those struggling with gender identity issues. It is also a good starting point for those who are trying to understand the issues faced by transgender individuals. So number 9, FET, YG, and Nipsey Hussle. When studying the history of protest music, it becomes evident that many of the most powerful protest tunes are also the most direct. There is nothing subtle about FDT. The DT is short for Donald Trump, and I'm sure you can figure out what the F stands for. This tune was recorded before Trump was announced as the Republican nominee in 2016. The lyrics reference Trump's many ethnic slurs. It also addresses MAGA and how many Latinos have a longer American lineage and the white supremacists that talk about taking the country back. Since Trump became president, the response of many has been a resounding FDT. And the song also continues to resonate since the results of the 2020 election. YG also recorded FDT Part 2 featuring G-Eazy and Macklemore. So number 8, Cry It, Milk. Cry It was written back in 2015 and was first released online in 2016. The tune went viral when a video of Milk performing with a flash mob at the Women's March on Washington on January 21st, 2017 was posted. Milk is the alias of Connie Lim, and this poignant tune was based on her experience with both sexual and physical abuse. Milk continues to be a one-woman riot, performing at numerous political rallies. Cry It has become a modern-day female empowerment anthem, which especially resonates considering both the Me Too and Time's Up movement. The song also appears on our 2018 debut EP, This Is Not the End. Number 7, We the People, a Tribe Called Quest. We the People is from the album We Got It From Here, Thank You for Your Service, which was released on November 11, 2016, 3 days after Trump got elected. The hard-hitting tune tackles the racist and homophobic attitudes expressed by Trump and his supporters. And the song was performed during the February 12, 2017 broadcast of the 59th Grammy Awards. Busta Rhymes joined the tribe on stage and he addressed Trump as Agent Orange. It was one of the most politically charged moments in Grammy history. Number 6, Gatekeeper, Jessie Reyez. As soon as Woman came out against Harvey Weinstein, the floodgates opened. Giants in heavy industry have fallen. From the 2017 EP Kiddo, Gatekeeper by the Colombian-Canadian singer-songwriter relates Reyes' personal Me Too moment with a music producer. The producer is the title gatekeeper who uses promises of stardom to try to sexually exploit aspiring singers. The tune can be uncomfortable to listen to, but lasting changes often start with uncomfortable conversations. Number 5, Reagan, Killer Mike. His hard-hitting political rap tune is from Killer Mike's 2012 album, Rap Music. The album was produced by LP, who of course would end up later joining Mike to form the dynamic duo Run the Jewels. The song is a lyrical onslaught on Ronald Reagan's U.S. presidency. It addresses the adverse effects of Reaganomics and how the policies of the Reagan administration contributed to police violence and different race and class issues that continue to be prevalent. It should also be noted that Mike views Reagan as a pawn in a bigger game. He also attacks the U.S. presidents that followed, both Bush's, Clinton, and Obama. As far as Mike is concerned, all of these presidents have the same puppet master and have fallen prey to greed and corruption. This is highlighted with the lyrics, "Why did Reagan and Obama both go after Gaddafi? Invaded sovereign soil going after oil. Taking countries is a hobby paid for by the oil lobby. Same as in Iraq and Afghanistan." Number 4, The Words That Make Murder, PJ Harvey. This scathing anti-war tune is from Harvey's excellent 2011 album, Let England Shake. The entire album is a socially conscious masterpiece dealing with Harvey's cynicism of a native country. It is also an examination of how mankind seems to be doomed to repeat the same mistakes. This particular song is in response to the war in Afghanistan. It also mourns diplomacy's failure to end warfare. So just as a note, in 2016, Harvey released another solid, socially conscious album entitled The Hope 6 Demolition Project. That album addressed issues of poverty and social cleansing, and it also boasts several songs that could have easily been considered for this list. Number 3, Palante, Hooray for the Riff Raff. Palante is off Hooray for the Riff Raff's 2017 album, The Navigator. Palante is short for Para Adelante, which translates as forward. This stirring anthem poignantly explores the subject of the cultural assimilation and appropriation of Puerto Rico. It also effectively incorporates Pedro Pietri's powerful poem, Puerto Rican Obituary. Palante was recorded before Hurricane Maria ravaged Puerto Rico, which makes the song even more relevant. It is a much needed, optimistic anthem of resilience. Number 2, This Is America, Childish Gambino. And Childish Gambino released the provocative single and video for This Is America. It was a pinnacle moment in protest music. It is tough to separate the powerful visuals of the video from the tune, but even without the video, the song stands on its own as a poignant exploration of being black in America. The lyrics examine systemic American social ills, such as gun violence and police brutality. Also, the juxtaposing of cheerful choruses with gritty lyrics makes a potent statement about the perception of being black in America compared to the actual reality. So number 1, Alright, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is at the forefront of a revival of socially conscious hip-hop. His 2015 masterpiece, To Pimp a Butterfly, has several songs that merit consideration for this list. All Right in particular stands out because it was the chorus of the song that resonated and was commonly sung during Black Lives Matter rallies. The assurance of "we gonna be alright" provides positive affirmation in a similar vein to 60s socially conscious soul tunes like Sam Cooke's A Change Is Gonna Come, except that the optimism is a bit more cautious and the lyrics are a bit more gritty. In many ways, it's the natural byproduct of decades of pent-up frustration. Political movements need soundtracks, and Lamar is playing his part in helping to compose that soundtrack. So this concludes the top 10 protest songs of the 2010. So what are your favorite protest songs? Feel free to protest the list in the comments. So this is the first of many videos that will be posted on the Ongoing History of Protest Music YouTube channel. So if you enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe. For more content, check out the website ongoinghistoryofprotestsongs.com and check out the podcast Ongoing History of Protest Music. Thanks for watching, and please stay safe.